Moscow has now handed over all of its evidence to the EU. What good that's going to do, I have no clue, because if a war broke out, it'd be who? Obama and the EU against Russia. But I guess just to prove and say, this is what we've got. I've put out so much information on this flight going down. You know, for all the people that were saying, you love Russia, you love Putin, Russia did it, you're a fool. Now what? Now they have zero proof Russia had anything to do with it. And it was pretty obvious the whole time. And Russia, I don't hate Russia. I don't hate the people of Russia, but I care not for Vladimir Putin. He's just as evil as Barack Obama. And for those of you that may be new to the channel, maybe I should refresh the situation here. The world is a stage, literally. And they're playing these wars out on multiple fronts, controlling the opposition, training ISIS, Al-Qaeda, Boko Haram, supplying them with weapons, staging these events like 200 girls kidnapped and missing Flight 370s and down Flight 17s. You know, all of this. The United States, they are the ones responsible for overthrowing the Ukraine. And yes, Ron Paul's a paid-off patsy, okay? But he comes out and he speaks truth when he has to, and you have to pay attention. All these guys in Congress are obviously paid-off patsies, right? We can all see that. Why isn't anybody stepping up to do anything about it, is the question. Hold their feet to the fire. That's what I put out there in Operation Awaken America, a plan to go to these people's offices, stand outside, stare at them through their window, and say, you going to do something yet? You know, at this point, many of you are awake to a degree to where you know something's going on. Just many people don't want to get too caught up in depth in the details. It's too much and a headache. You don't want to be called a conspiracy nut, and you don't want to get caught listening to W7. But you come here because you know that this is where you can find truth. You know that this is where you can find at least an honest opinion on a situation. I'm not perfect. I don't have all the answers. And guys out there, I see it in the comment sections. People will be like, yo, I don't agree with everything you say, but I respect you. I respect you to the fullest. That's all this is about. We're in this to learn from each other. I may not put out a perfect video, 100% information, but look, you might learn something in the comment section. You could teach me something. Maybe I can teach you something. That's what it's all about. Fighting gets you nowhere. And at this point, I think what we're witnessing is a lot of these staged events being served up as not only distractions, but to serve as political gain as well. I've said it before multiple times. They're lucky there wasn't disease on this plane when it went down, or something, you know, bigger. At this point, what's took place is Russia has all the information proving that the Ukraine was behind this. They have fighter jets in the area, same altitude, closing in on the thing right before this thing gets shot down. It very well could have been a fighter jet. All the evidence the United States has said thus far in regards to a missile taking down this airliner and having the proof saying they had explosions on radar. Why have they not released any images? Because Russia came out and was quick to release. See, those are the things people do when they're innocent. You see, it doesn't. This isn't about liking Vladimir Putin and Russia and communism, because W7 represents the farthest thing from that. And it's in my belief what they're doing here is serving you soft communism. I've said it before. They've made you fall in love with Vladimir Putin because, yeah, he was fighting GMOs. Barack Obama was willing to feed them to you. You know, he was doing a lot of things that was better than our own president. And they're doing that on purpose. It's soft communism, the psyop, to warm you up to it, to make you want this communist leader over your own president. This is all an orchestration. You say, how can it be? Obama's doing nothing. Do you think that guy has the mentality to think of any of this stuff up? No, he does not. He reads off a teleprompter and he just goes with the flow. That's what he's paid to do. There's a whole slew of other people that are calling these shots and trying to blame this person, that person, setting up these false flag events, these staged events. And the Ukraine, I've stated it before, it was exposed in 2008 that Barack Obama would try to start World War III with Russia through the Ukraine. And right now, you're seeing it happen right in front of your very eyes. So since Russia has pitched out satellite images and says they have proof that there was a fighter jet in the vicinity, all of a sudden Obama and his administration, all their proof has just disintegrated. Poof, gone. Now you know what they're wanting to say? Because in the beginning, we were like, oh, couldn't it even be an accident? And they're like, it can't even be an accident. Now they're stating, and get this, that it may have been a defector from the Ukrainian side who was trained to use this system. Man, oh man. They're out of options, guys. Writing's on the wall, once again. I'll leave links. Russia yelling checkmate on this situation. It's been Taboo 7. Peace.